and welcome back to Realms and Roleplay, Sovereign of Death. Last time, our heroes were able to thwart Mayor Alistair Wormweather, and now he's in custody. Wynn was the recipient of some rather alarming news, and Madie is prepared and ready to go on her date with Keef Knife Museum, which seems like it may turn into a group date. So where we left off last, you all are walking out to the dunes, and there is a heart made out of candles, and Keef is there with a makeshift vase made out of knives holding flowers in a tuxedo that's a little too small and a green bow tie. So what would you all like to do?
Heckle. Just kidding.
Okay.
I feel a little bad about the group date idea now.
Well, no, you guys don't have to come up with me. Like, why don't you stay here? Hopefully he doesn't see us yet. You guys didn't stay here. Some of you are, just one of you is disguised. And so just stay here, just watch and make sure he doesn't try to murder me. And when I give you the signal, you can leave me alone.
Wait, but we still have to thwart the evil plan.
Oh, right, that's right. We need to get him to come with us. Damn it.
Okay,
Yes.
here's the thing, Madie. I've got a high charisma, and I'm disguised as a tree, so I can walk up alongside you, and if you ever get like flustered or anything, I can help you with your words.
Okay, all right, that's the plan. Okay, so Wen and Aria, you stay back here. I'm gonna bring my walking tree with me and go talk to him real quick.
It's gonna be Cyrano de Orcarak.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I'm gonna fly up into the air and get like a solid aerial view.
Okay.
This feels a little unsafe to me.
Awesome.
When do you?
Practical dating.
Why?
Does it feel unsafe to me? I don't know. He's so perfect, and there's a cult. It just,
A little too.
you can't trust someone named Keef.
Well, that's. Hey, listen, don't blame him for what his parents did. Okay. Listen. Okay. We're just gonna do this. Just have my back. I'm gonna go talk to him. Okay.
Am I
Martin?
walking up with you?
Sneak up behind me like those like little walking trees like I've read about.
Gotcha.
Okay, right?
Mhm.
Way about just like far back. Okay, so Okay, is my hair okay?
Here's great.
Okay, awesome. Okay. All right, so I walk up to Keef and say hi.
As you walk up, he's like, and he's like really nervous and starts adjusting his suit a lot. And he's like, hi, you look, wow, you look wow. I got these for you. And he hands you the flowers.
I take the flowers and
Just
hand
as a
them to
recap,
the
the
tree.
flowers and the vase are made of knives, correct?
Just the vase,
Just the
right?
vase. Yeah, just the vase.
Gotcha.
They're real flowers.
All right, I take the vase and hand them to the tree. Hold this.
I stuff it beneath my trunk.
Okay.
So you walk up to Keith with this tree in the desert, and you hand your flowers to the tree, and it absorbs the flowers into his being.
Okay. This might look strange, Keith, but I need to explain something.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Okay, so I was really excited about our date, and I really want to go on this date with you. But first of all, I didn't know that whether you were a murderer or not, so I brought my friends with me because And then some other stuff happened, and we have to go fight some bad guys, and so I can't stay. But I was really hoping maybe you'd come. We could have an adventure date, and you could help us fight some bad guys.
Oh, it's because I asked you to meet me on the outskirts. That's kind of, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I know you're a hero and all, and I totally get it. I just, a lot of people think because my family owns a knife museum, I must be a murderer, but... Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think you're, oh, right. No, I didn't actually think you were a murderer. I just was just in case you were a murderer. It's a totally different thing. I didn't think so, but they thought maybe, and then I was like, well, I don't want to be not safe, because, it's important to be safe, and, I didn't know you, so...
Who meant the candles?
What?
Who did somebody? Is there somebody else here?
Oh, yeah, that's my friend who's dressed as a tree. It's okay. So,
A branches wave.
what, Martin?
Compliment the candles and the suit.
Yes. Oh my gosh. By the way, this is like super romantic and awesome. And I really like that suit on you and what it does for your muscles. It's cool. So A+.
As you say that, he's like, "Oh yeah," and he like puffs out his chest, and like his suit tears a little bit, and he's like, "Oh man." Well, thank you. I'll make sure that the next time we have a first date, it'll be in a public place, so you're not afraid of. I'm sorry. Safety's important. I care about safety. You know, it's
Wait, the
it's
next time
important
we
to be
have
safe.
a first date, or are you talking about that date with somebody else?
Oh no, I meant with you because we're. Is it still a date? If you're going with your,
Her dress.
yeah, your dress is so good. It's
Oh,
like
thanks. I just got it just for this date. Okay, so don't worry about next time because like then we'll totally know each other and I'll know that you're not a murderer, so that's cool. But like, so I kind of think we don't have a lot of time. So do you want to go kill some bad guys with us?
he pulls like a giant axe from his back. He's like, "I'd love to kill some bad guys."
That's suspicious. I'm just saying.
I turn around and yell, "You guys, he's in!"
Woo!
He's
I
like,
literally didn't hide or anything, so I'm like wherever you walked away. I've just been standing there, like.
I think I'm standing there with you.
Yeah.
I thought you were in the sky. Aria.
I land next to him.
Okay, well, all right. So, what was the plan when you had plans? I don't do plans.
So
This is when.
I walk
Remember.
up to where you guys are.
"Oh hi, Wayne. I'm Keef. It's like beef,
Hi.
but with a K.
Hi, Keith.
Hello."
So, your family runs a knife museum.
Yeah, and I'll inherit it someday, but hopefully not anytime soon, because like I care about my parents, you know.
Yeah,
Aw.
me too.
Isn't he sweet, guys?
Oh, thanks.
Like him a lot.
You know, I would
Me
love to
too.
go with you. I just have to pick up these candles because it's a fire hazard, and
Yeah, you do that. What was I saying?
What's our plan? You want to explain
Yes.
the plan? Can we help him clean up the candles? We can blow them out and put them up.
Is he
Yeah,
in the
you guys
desert?
help him. You
Okay.
don't go to the hero school, do you?
well, I used to, but I kind of got kicked out.
Or
Well, I mean,
Bad.
we kind of just met, but it's really personal. But I mean, for Madie, this is important. So, the headmaster, he was trying to make people take these performance enhancement drugs.
okay,
And,
so like a legit reason. Okay.
yeah, I tried to out him, and the mayor got really mad and tried to frame me, and so that's why I have to work at my parents' shop now.
Well, good news is we are currently trying to stop sort of that whole illegal magic situation.
Oh,
And that's the quest we're on. So that would be more of a sort of a catharsis for you to help bring this situation down.
This entire date is therapeutic for everyone involved.
Martin, I just
so
don't feel like you need to be a tree
perfect.
anymore.
That's probably true.
Actually, really hard to take this off now, especially because I've got the knife face stuck between my legs.
Oh, I take the knife base back.
Okay, I'm gonna have to retrieve that. It's gonna take a little bit of time. So you see the
I
tree
don't-
shake as I try to take the face back out and hand it back to you.
So we weren't supposed to tell anybody about what happened, but can we tell
We are
him?
not telling anyone what happened. What we do want to know from you, Keef, is what information you have about this illegal magic situation, and also maybe what Zyme's involvement might be.
well, I don't know Zyme super well, but she always used to hang around with that guy, like Night Glow Switch Scissors or something like that.
Yes.
But anyway, they were a part of some gang. I think it was called, I don't know, something about a safe haven, a sad haven, grief haven, something like that. But either way, the gang it wasn't really a gang. It was like a community of people who were protesting, but the mayor labeled them as a gang because he didn't want people to listen to their message.
Wait, they were protesting?
What was happening at the school?
That would explain why they... Never mind. Nope.
Did something
Yes.
happen?
Say anything.
I'm connecting the pieces here. Aria,
Yeah.
you're on the right track. That
What
would
track?
Yes.
Do you all need me to distract Keef while you go talk?
Do you want to kiss him?
I mean, no, not yet. That's too early. It's
Okay.
okay. But we can go talk for a minute if you all need to talk in private and need
Well,
to
I
fill
had
me
a
in
question
later.
for you, Madie, that is
Oh, right.
unrelated to this. It's a little related. You heard Zymies earlier today saying they had to finish what they started.
Uh-huh. And it was not with Griefhaven.
It was with Don Rot.
I was trying not to say that in front of...
So as you say Don Rot, Keith is like, what? Don Rot, that's the name of the practice squad that some of the students formed. Nightingale was the captain of that squad. But
What did that squad do?
Nightingale Switchblade?
Yeah. He's the one that Zymies used to talk to all the time. But at the academy, everybody's broken up into teams, and we have to go out and do hero stuff to learn how to become actual heroes. So the team he was on, they called themselves Dawnrot. But once Nightingale became an activist of sorts, then he took on the name to mean something else. And he and I never really were that close, so I'm not sure what he was up to after that. But I know that Zymies and her folks called their group Grief Haven because they wanted it to be a safe place for people who had experienced extreme grief or trauma to be able to be heard.
And do you know where either Don Rot or Griefhaven usually met?
I have no idea. I wasn't involved.
What was your squad's name?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but we were the pointy knives.
Did you name it?
I did, yeah. I mean, I got like a whole theme going on. I have to stick to it, you know.
Great name.
It's cool.
Thank
It's cool.
you.
I
appreciate
understand.
that.
Did I tell you that I'm a blacksmith?
Oh my gosh. You want to we could talk about some knives and maybe you could show me how to make some.
I would be into that.
He takes out one. He's like, well, this is one that I made before. Faruna was teaching one of the classes and we all had to take it. It's like a really shitty knife and it's not even pointy at the end.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's okay. I mean, I don't think that I have the calling to be a blacksmith like you.
What do you think your calling is?
I don't know. Maybe entrepreneurship. I mean, I like my parents' shop, but someday I want to open up a restaurant.
I like restaurants.
Yeah, me too. I love food. And, I'm good at cutting stuff, so maybe I can use those skills to be some kind of chef.
Speaking of cutting stuff, are we supposed to be going to a place to cut other things? Because I think we pulled Keith into an adventure knife date, and we should do that at some point.
Cool. Yeah, I'm down. Let's go adventuring.
Yes.
Back
So
to
the
the
only
mayor's
lead we
office?
have. What?
I was going to say back to the mayor's office for the
think-
dragon lady.
I think that's the only lead we have.
Yeah.
If Keith doesn't know where Don Rot or Griefhaven meet, we could go ask the blacksmith where Zymies meets with her squad, but those are our options. Dragon? Okay. Keith, you all packed up here? Put your candles away?
Yeah, he has a big sack full of candles. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Well, I'm not sure what would have burned down here in the dunes.
Well, it's just for
Martin.
somebody could have stepped on one,
I high five Aria.
I try to join in with the branch, but I can't reach that far, and I just... I return to my tree pose.
Are you gonna take your tree outfit off yet?
It's very hard to take off. I'm probably gonna be waddling until we get to the mayor's office.
Okay.
Awesome. So you all head back to the mayor's office. Do you go in through the secret tunnel that you were in before, or do you go in through the front door?
We go by the secret tunnel because that's where the dragon's map had given us.
Right.
Awesome. So you go into the secret tunnel, and you get to the door where you can open it and get into his office.
Do we hear anything?
Nope. You can make
Can I perception check it?
Yeah.
18?
Awesome. So you have seen some like guards and stuff going around town, and the guards are people who are wearing like armor and stuff that matches what Gravis is wearing. So you assume these are people from the Hero Academy, and they have been guarding the mayor's office, but you don't see like you don't hear anything coming from the other side of the door.
I think the coast is clear. Let's try that again. I think the coast is clear, guys.
Okay.
All right. I reach down, I struggle to open up the door, and I kind of push it open and move aside so that other people can go through.
Do you even fit through the doorway?
It's not a big tree. It's just a tiefling-sized 6-7 foot tall tree.
Yeah, a classic 6 or 7 foot tall tree.
So
Okay.
what do we see inside the room?
Awesome. So once you get into the mayor's office, it looks like it's been ransacked, and the desk is overturned. All the stuff is torn off of the bookshelves, and there's trash and mud everywhere. It looks like people have been walking in and out. And the room to where the ritual was happening, that door is open, and you can see that Nightingale's body is gone, and there are some bloodstains on the floor.
Is there anyone in there?
No, it looks like both rooms are empty.
Do we think someone searched the place?
You feel like someone either was looking for something or someone was trying to make it appear like they were stealing something.
I want to look through his desk.
Okay, so go ahead and do an investigation check.
Okay. 7.
All right, you find a bunch of old papers that talk about, you know, the town's budget, the upcoming meeting with the other leaders from the other towns, but nothing of significance.
Can I roll for perception to see if there's any discrepancies in the budget?
Yes.
That is a 15.
You notice that the mayor is mismanaging his money, and
That he's just bad at money, or that he's like there's money being funneled somewhere else?
so you see that he's funneling money into some secret group that's listed as the Awakening, but you also see that he also just like is wasteful with his money, like buying extravagant amounts of alcohol and spending it on other vices that he may have.
Glad he's out of office.
Turns maybe the true friend we made along the way was fiscal responsibility.
It usually isn't, Martin.
I can accept that.
Is the hole still there?
That's a
It is not. The hole's gone.
Does it? So does it seem like it was actually ransacked, or was it like too perfect? Like it was like a cover up?
Roll an insight check.
Yes. 14.
All right. On a 14, on a 14, you feel like whatever happened here was definitely intentional. So they were looking for something.
Can I go?
Horatio, I was just gonna say, Horatio did say that he would arrange it so that it looked like something had happened. So maybe this is his doing, and if so, someone could be coming through the door any minute. We should probably leave. We don't want to be seen in here.
Well, we're waiting for the dragon, I think.
Are we waiting for the dragon? Because I think we could go to the blacksmith, since we're on good terms with her from what I know, and just find out some other information. Otherwise, it just looks like this is a place it's a place created for framing, and we are standing in the middle of the frame, smiling, making a pose.
Yeah, I think the dragon, if the dragon hasn't come already, she's not coming.
I want to investigate the blood around where Switchblade's body was before we leave.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
1.
There's a lot of blood here, and it's all dry.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna get back out.
Oh, wait. Before we go, I want to ask Keef, do you see anything here that you recognize or that seems out of place to you? Because, you're from here.
I mean, this is the first time I've been in the mayor's office, but... one sec. He walks over to the desk, and he notices that there's an insignia from his family on the desk, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, we make these hidden compartments, and people use them to hide weapons. So it looks like the mayor has one of those." And he opens it up, and he pulls out a
Best date ever.
he pulls out a robe, and it's like, it looks like a similar robe to what the mayor was wearing when you saw him, but this one seems to be intact and not singed or burned or anything like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard about these. These are like magic or something. But do you want it, Madie?"
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. So he hands you this robe and kind of winks at you. And you just got a robe of useful items.
You guys!
So the robe has a bunch of patches on it, and there are a ton of items that you can pull from. Each of the items has 2 uses, so 2 patches for each item. You have, I'm going to go over them just so people watching. So you have a dagger, a bullseye lantern, a steel mirror, a 10-foot pole, a hemp rope, a sack, an iron door that's barred on the side of your choosing, a pit. So the pit that the mayor had, that was from one of these patches, 8 potions of healing, a 12-foot long rowboat, and a magic window. So the way the magic...
Keef's showing out.
Yeah, he hooked you up.
Oh, Keef.
So I'm going to send you the list of this stuff so you can have it.
Okay, so you'll send me that list, won't you? Mm-hmm. Please. Okay. Well, wow. Okay, well that was fortuitous. So I have so many thoughts all at one time, mostly about Keef right now. But can I just peek in that drawer, make sure there isn't anything else in there before we head out?
Yeah, so you look in there and see 600 gold is also in there.
Cool. I grab that out and I hand it straight to Keef. You earned this, kiddo.
Oh my gosh, this is so much money. Thank you. This is the best first date ever.
Well, you're welcome.
Back.
I mean, I have
we
money.
really
I join in with the cute laughter.
Yeah, we stole for them. It's yeah,
we
it's
should
fine.
go now.
Yeah, we're leaving. Okay, we're leaving. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
As we leave, I hand Madie a stack of cards I wrote on, like, ripped them out of my day planner, and I'm like, okay, I wrote you like 36 questions if you like need some help getting to know Keef.
Oh, thank you.
So just, you know, if you need help getting to know him, like, here are some 36 like questions you can ask.
Okay, cool. Got it. I just got it. I'm adding it to my, just tuck it in the pocket in my skirt. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so we should go.
Awesome. So you all head out from the mayor's office, and you said you wanted to go to the blacksmith. Was that correct? Awesome. So you all head over to the rusted anvil.
Hey, as we go, can I ask Keef a few questions on the way?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at my notes. Do you have a secret hunch about how you would die?
You know, yeah, I think that, like, you know the whole saying, live by the sword, die by the sword? My family, we make weapons, and I just feel like that's bad karma, and it's going to come back on me one day.
Wow, that is really deep.
Thanks.
For whatever it's worth, I don't think it's bad karma. I mean, I think that, you know, because, like, I make weapons, and I don't think that, like, I'm going to pay for that. I just think that it's important to, you know, it's just important in these times to be able to protect yourself, and hopefully people will use them well, and it's all okay.
Yeah, you're right. Hopefully I can be as strong as you, Madie.
I don't know if that's possible, but you can try.
He kind of like blushes a little bit, and you all arrive at the rusted anvil, and you see Zymes is there, and she's making dinner, but her mom doesn't appear to be home.
So,
okay.
Wynn, you bonded with her before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want us to wait outside?
Yes. But
do you want me to come with you for some backup?
I don't want that. Oh, you were serious?
I am serious.
Will you behave yourself?
Are you still dressed like a tree?
I am.
I want Aria to come with me.
Okay.
Hey, Aria.
Understood. And I post myself by the door.
Fantastic.
Can you make a perception check, Aria?
16.
Awesome. So as you are walking in with Wynn, you notice that there's some movement in the room as you all walk in, and it looks like someone went to hide in one of the back closets. So you walk in, and Zymes is really startled to see you, and she's like, "Oh, hey, my friends. It's so good to see you again."
Siamese, I hope you don't mind that we sort of barged in on you like this.
I mean, it's a little bit of a surprise. Maybe you can, like, let me know ahead of time next time, but it's fine. You're here now, so...
It's,
You guys chat. I just sort of edge closer to that closet.
She walks in front of you, and she's like, "Is something wrong?"
No, oh my, well, yes and no. So, remember how we had that, like, really chill conversation earlier today? Oh my god, today's been the day.
That was
maybe?
today.
I think.
Well, I tried to follow your instructions, and I take the letter out that she wrote, but I couldn't find Switchblade.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you see she kind of looks away and pauses for a really long moment. I haven't seen him. I can't help you.
Can I roll insight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see if she's lying.
Yeah.
Now, us outside, can we hear the conversation that's going on?
If you're close to the door, yes.
I mean, I did post myself by the door.
That's
so
right, you did
I'm
say
sort of
that. Yes.
relaying this to Keith, Madie, and I'm saying, hey, so is it just me, or does it feel a little bit like there's some tension in there?
It's not just you.
Tension, like people are stressed out. I don't really get it.
He doesn't really know what's going on. Remember, Martin, we weren't allowed to tell him anything. Should we tell him everything? Do you want to tell him everything, Martin? Maybe should we tell him everything?
What, now that Win and I are inside?
He like
God, I was not there to stop her.
he places his hand on your shoulder, matey, and he's like, "You can tell me anything,
Which means we can also tell you nothing.
if that's what you want.
Let's tell you other things later.
If I'm completely fine with
so
that."
How did the roll inside go?
Yes. So you rolled insight. What did you get?
13.
Awesome. So you feel like she is not telling you something, but you can't decipher what it is.
Cool. So I just say, why are you lying?
Excuse me? You come into my house unannounced and you call me a liar?
So that means I am going to be honest. It is very hard to announce yourself. There aren't really like carrier pigeons for rent in this town. So
You
the
can
only
knock.
really. Oh wait, did we not knock coming in?
No, you just walked in.
Bless me.
I am so sorry. I thought the door was open.
Frankly,
I'm
had
going to-
knocked, I wouldn't have seen that person hide in the closet. So,
I'm going to take off my tree and I'm going to open up the door. I'm going to say, yeah, and you busted.
So you say, Aria, that you saw someone hide in the closet, and Martin, you busted and say you busted, and she's just like, what is happening? Okay, you people are way out of line. You need to get out of here right now.
The door was open.
All
I
of you
dived
believe.
past her to open the closet.
Okay. Can you do a sleight of hand check?
Can I convince you to let me roll acrobatics?
How about we compromise and say athletics? Is that
Great.
okay?
Athletic, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, I got a 5!
Okay, so you go to dive, and she like reaches her arm out and cuts you off, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You can't just walk into people's house and do whatever you want."
So, great thing about being a wizard, I can seize. So, well, the thing is, I don't create a blast of air from my hand per se. I seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects at a point. So I'm gonna seize the air inside of the door and make it swing open.
Awesome.
Dude,
So
boom! It's a cantrip. I can just do that.
you probably don't even like move or anything. You can just do this, and the doors swing open, and Aria, you recognize this person as Anne Marrowthief, who is another student of the School of the Feather Fist and trained under the same master that you did. And she is a tiefling. She has purple skin, and one of her horns looks like it's been shaved off. She's wearing a brown tunic with a black sash, and she comes rushing out of the closet looking really surprised. And she looks at you and she's like, "What are you doing here? What are you people doing here? Leave us alone."
What are
Money
you
magic.
doing here? What are you doing not on Broken Rock?
It's none of your business while I'm here.
People are being kidnapped there. And now you're here where other bad things are happening.
What? Why? Who's being kidnapped? What are you talking about?
Can I hear them?
Yeah. You and
You and Keith are still outside.
Okay, so
The door is very open though.
So was this the other voice that I heard at the baths earlier?
Yes.
Okay, so which one can I remember? Because I can't remember. Can I remember which one of them wanted to do the bad thing and which one of them didn't? I think it was Anne that didn't want to do the bad things, right?
That's correct. You look into your mind's eye and you remember that Anne was wanting to sort of lay low, but Zymes really wants to go forth with whatever their plan is.
Okay, so I come into the room and I'm like, listen, I overheard you two talking at the baths earlier, and I know you're all right. But Zymes, you're trying to stir up more trouble. So tell us what's going on, okay? Because it would be bad for you if you didn't.
Wynn seems very perturbed.
Zymes picks up a knife off the kitchen counter. Tears are just streaming down her face, and she's like, you don't get it. They killed Nightingale, and they need to pay. And all of you are breaking and entering right now. I'm going to call the authorities. Get out of my house.
Everyone,
We didn't
calm
break.
down.
We just entered.
Everyone,
Everyone,
the authorities.
We're heroes in this town, okay?
no. Everyone, calm down. We came at this with a real wrong energy. If we recall correctly, Keef told us they were trying to stop the death cult. Why are we? We just wanted to know how we could help.
So,
Stop the death cult.
Keith walks in with his hands up, and he's like, Zymes, I know that you're hurting, but these are our friends. They just want to help.
Listen to his soft orc eyes.
And her hand's like shaking as she's holding the knife, and she just drops it. And she's like, fine, but at least close the door so people can't hear what we have to say.
And do.
I turn to Keef and say, I'm so glad we brought you with us.
He he kind of gets close, and he's like, I'm just happy that we get to spend more time together.
I lean in and I say, so am I.
Oh, but you're not even just like a tree anymore.
You all take a seat at the table with Zymes and with Anne, and she tells you that her and Anne have been working with some of the other students to put together a case against the mayor and against some of the other folks. Zymes looks at you and she says, the mayor holds all the power in Stone Snarry, and the only way we can get rid of him for good is if we can convince the other rulers from the other cities to kick him out of office at the next summit, the leadership summit.
So what dirt did you gather on him?
You see Anne takes out a folder and she puts it on the table. He's been selling some kind of illegal magic, and he's been testing it on students at the Hero Academy. He's forcing them to be a private army.
Wynn has like heart eyes because there's like organized information here. It's very good for her. She's really into it.
Yeah, you see that Anne's folder is all color coded, and like there are different tabs with notes on them. So she's like super organized.
I kind of like, I recognize that Aria knew Anne, and I like look between them like, what the heck? Anne's got like a good system.
Anne's like, we just want to help the people of Stone Snarry, unlike what you're probably doing here. She cuts her eyes at you, Aria.
I will admit, I tend to rush into believing things are conflicts. However, hiding people in your closet while there's a cult was suspicious, in my defense.
She kind of folds her arms, she's like, whatever.
That's pretty much a sorry from Aria, so like that's growth for her. Aria, I'm really impressed.
I have notoriously terrible people skills.
So
Everyone knew this.
Zymes chimes in and she's like, the leadership summit is in a week, and it'll take us about that much time to travel to Zandara, the metropolis city, and that's where it is. We have
Do you have to have him voted out of power if he's dead?
Nope.
We can't kill the mayor because then he'll be
I'm
a
not
martyr.
suggesting we kill the mayor. I just said if he's dead, we can't.
Anne's like,
plan.
it sounds like you were suggesting to kill the mayor.
Martin came
Is there
dangerously
anything
close to
color coded
killing her.
in that binder that talks about the consequences of death here?
She flips to the 23rd tab that's labeled, but what if though? And
Good label.
it talks about how if the mayor was to meet an unfortunate demise, how the other cities would see that as the people of Stone Snarry trying to overthrow the government, and they would probably replace him with somebody who's far worse.
I was going to ask, do we need to have someone? Do you have someone in mind that you want to take over for the mayor?
Well, I mean, no, but we just hope that we can hold an election and hopefully the people will make the right choice.
But what choices would they have?
Gravis.
I mean, isn't he the tavern owner guy?
He already has like two jobs. Why not a third?
Just give him the mayorship. Well, give him his husband can have a second job. I don't know.
I mean,
Listen, I don't live here.
He can most certainly run, but we should open it up to everyone, and anyone can run if they would like.
And they don't know that Horatio has the mayor. Right.
Did you say that in character or out of character?
Definitely out of character.
Out of character.
I forgot he wasn't dead.
They do not know that the mayor is in custody.
Okay.
Only
I didn't kill him.
I'm flipping.
Or they
through.
might kill him by tomorrow. We don't know what Horatio is going to do. He just said he'd take care of it, which, I mean, he has a crooked smile.
He did
He's
say
talking about
press
raging
conference, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did.
You could have a press conference for, hey, ding dong, the mayor is dead.
This is true.
We also did agree to take responsibility for it.
We? That's like saying we completed the death ritual.
It's.
So
technically we did.
You all are mysteriously exchanging some knowing glances. And then Anna's like, if you have something to say, just say it already.
Yeah, well, do you know anything about the Destined and in particular Horatio?
When you say the Destined, Zymes kind of looks away and she takes out a bag and she pours it on the table, and a whole bunch of Destined pins fall onto the table. And she's like, we kill Destined.
Oh, are you friends with like a Dragonborn?
What?
Nothing, it's not important.
I've never
Okay,
even seen a dragon.
Why do you kill the Destined?
Because they're the mayor's partners. They're all in this together. They all.
So
wear
you
the
aren't
same
going to
thing.
kill the mayor, but you'll kill his There's a lot of hypocrisy going on right now, and I'm just like starting to jangle with like money out of outrage.
With all this stuff going on, can I just see if I can just grab one of those pins without anybody seeing it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Everybody else has one, so. All right.
Does Martin have one?
Yeah, I got
don't
one
have
for
one.
Yes.
Horatio.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, Aria. I didn't mean like, but you know, like everybody, not like everybody, but like everybody.
Aria, would you also like to grab a pin?
I got a 19 plus 1.
Awesome. So as they're
she
falling
grab
onto
two?
the table, you swipe 4 of them, and nobody even notices.
Yes.
So you asked
got
why
you, Aria.
Zymes kills Destin and not the mayor. She says the Destin that we kill don't hold office, and they are essentially secret assassins that the mayor uses. So we only kill them in self-defense.
Oh, they were trying to kill you.
Well, not us, but high-value targets that the mayor disagrees with.
And
Nightingale
you
was on
don't
that
know
list.
a Dragonborn?
No, well, we've never seen any Dragonborns here.
But the Destined are like a bigger group than just this group in Stone Snarry.
On's like, the Destin aren't they're just a bunch of useless thugs. And Zymes is like, calm down. I know they're bad people, but most of the Destined are zealots, and they use their positions to manipulate people in power to get their way.
Is there a chance that there are warring factions of the Destined currently?
I mean, I think it's just like anything else. There are people with agendas, and it would be a generalization to say every Destined is bad.
I make a lot of like pointed eye contact with the group, and I'm like,
As you all are doing this, Keef is just making googly eyes at Madie.
I don't know that we've reached a consensus, but I feel like you guys want good leadership for your town. You don't want illegal magic running rampant here, and the mayor, who we know is evil, was trying to hire us to take you down by telling us you were gangs. We didn't do it, obviously. We're not. He's evil.
Yeah.
And that would be
they're not
bad...
gangs.
Yeah.
Maybe. We're not bad people. The mayor sent his destined to try to kill us, and once he found out that they couldn't, and we fought them off, he tried to find someone stronger. So we didn't know that you were hired to kill us, but I'm glad that you didn't. It seems like we may have the same goal.
So that's why I speak for our party when I say we can trust you. Yes?
It's also why you speak for our party in general, and why the rest of us shouldn't say things.
You are always welcome to say things. This is,
Are you saying that I pull out a pouch of money and I start to spill a little bit of it on the ground? Money talks?
She, Zymes takes some of it and she's like, you're gonna have to clean that up, you know.
It's money.
So, Zymes kind of looks over at you all and she's like, the people of Stone Snarry deserve to be free. Most people of Yashan think that because we're some small town in the middle of the desert that we don't matter, but we do. There are innocent people here who deserve to have a voice just like everyone else.
And that is a political belief I can get behind.
Well, I don't think that I should be in charge. And you see Anne's like, why not? Zymes kind of takes a moment and she's like, I'm just a kid.
You are the most reasonable person we've talked to here. I mean, besides, Gravis is also pretty reasonable, but...
Also, Keith, my museum, he made him vase out of knives, and he's being a real good first-time date/boyfriend, potential boyfriend.
You see he's over there, like, picking up some of the money off the floor. He's like, oh, thanks.
He's so good.
I just whisper, so he can be bought.
So I tell Zymes and Anne what we witnessed earlier that evening, like not holding anything back.
Okay, so you tell them
Keef.
everything. What'd you say? And Keef? Yeah.
And Keef.
Yeah, I mean, Keef's here.
Okay.
I mean, Keith's distracted
So.
by
Keef,
picking up money
Keef,
right
listen
now,
up.
so.
Listen up, Keef.
Oh, yeah, okay. He, like, sets the money down and sits back at the table, and you tell them everything. After you finish...
I mean, I don't tell them I'm a changeling, obviously. But
well, yeah.
Everything we experienced in that evening.
Zymes is like, I can't believe that they would really go through with it. The ritual, it's supposed to be a sacrifice. There's this rumor that there's it's stupid, never mind.
No, oh no, now you need to tell us the rumor.
It's just a rumor but the mayor was superstitious and he felt like for all the things that he'd done, the destined would turn on him. And he thought that maybe if he can make a blood sacrifice to their leader, the King of Death, then that would save his soul.
Well,
you see Aria's like
Hannah?
Anne is like, death comes for us all. That's what they always say. And you see there's a tab that's like dumb slogans and it says death comes for us all.
Agreed. Check. Okay.
So after you win.
So we can't trust Horatio either. We're in a real pickle here.
You see Keef kind of chimes in and he's like, Horatio buys knives for my family all the time. He seems like a nice guy.
He can be bought easily.
All right, well, what was your plan tonight, Zymes?
Well, since we're putting everything out there, our plan was to break into the mayor's office and kidnap him. But it seems like you already did that, so...
Check.
Not there. Someone else has the mayor, and his office was broken into and ransacked.
Except for...
By us.
Who has the mayor?
Right, it's Horatio. That's what I'm saying. We don't have him.
Right.
Yeah. So...
And Gravis, who I did like and trust, which I have a concern that he's working
They
through.
didn't meet each other until today.
Never
so
trust a man in jorts.
You'll always trust the Jordan.
You see,
I feel like we disagree on the slogan because I also believe that we should trust a man in jorts.
Anne is like, maybe we should just wait until tomorrow and see what happens. We can't move against Horatio. He's too powerful.
Well, I mean, if it's the right thing to do, I believe in our collective ability.
Zymes is like, if Gravis is there, I trust him.
So we'll go talk to Gravis and see what he did with the mayor, and then also maybe go murder Horatio.
Okay. So at this point, it's like midnight, and you all go. Are you going to go to talk to Gravis and Horatio?
Gravis works the night shift. We know this.
He does work the night shift at his first job, yeah. So he'll be at the bar.
To the
Then-
bar.
Yeah,
It's right
we're
across
headed
the
to the
street.
bar.
Awesome. So you head over to Oasis. Sure enough, Gravis is there, and it seems like it's a busy night. There are quite a few people in there, and you notice a lot of the people in there are soldiers who are wearing the uniform from the Hero Academy.
I thought for sure you were going to say jorts.
They're all wearing jorts. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Gravis.
Only Gravis is
I
wearing jorts.
whisper to Wynn, hey, do you think you can get the information out of Gravis if I cause a distraction?
I mean, I think I could do it without the distraction, but I'm willing to try.
So, previously I'd said, what's the school mascot for the Hero Academy?
Oh, Tiny Hawks.
It's the Tiny Hawks.
Tiny Hawks.
Tiny Hawks, yeah.
Also, are Martin's androids still following us around?
So Michael 1 and Michael 2 have always been just trailing behind silently. So yeah, unless Martin sends them to do something else.
Great.
Don't need anything yet. So I have an idea, y'all. I turn to the group and I say, so if there's one thing I remember from my university day, it is that students from the Hero Academy love feats of strength, ways to fill the gaping hole inside of themselves that the degree isn't going to provide. So I'm going to propose this feats of strength. I'm going to throw some money around. I'm going to make this could turn into a brawl, could turn into a whole bunch of people sweating and grunting and all sorts of noises. Long story short, they'll be not drinking, or they will be influenced by drink, doing stuff, and you can get Gravis off alone and work through we're talking treason? I think we're talking treason.
Man, I don't want to spin it that way, but yeah.
Which is why you're gonna spin it if I distract him. Is everyone into supporting the cause a ruckus while raking muckus plan?
I don't work in your plan names, but yeah.
Okay. What would I roll to get real extra with getting everybody's eyes in the room on me?
Awesome. So you're going to make a performance check. And
Let's go, Tiny Hawks. Let's go, Tiny Hawks.
So I got 14. I'm jumping up on a table and saying, Tiny Hawks, lend me your ears!
You see that the table next to you turn and look, and everybody else is ignoring you.
I take a especially large bag of money, and I just throw it at one of the nearby tables that isn't paying attention to me. And I say, a Tiny Hawk squad's weight in gold to the last person standing on this bar floor in 10 minutes.
I don't know that Grace is going to appreciate what follows.
You see that the bar goes really quiet. Everyone kind of looks around. They look at the money on the ground. And then a big fight breaks out and everyone starts punching each other. And they're like, oh, Tiny Hawk Pride! And as all this is happening, Keith looks over at you, Madie, and he's like, can I buy you a drink?
Yes, please.
Awesome. So you all head over to the bar. Graves is there if you'd like to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Gravis's attention and sort of like pull him off to the side.
Awesome. He's like, people are fighting in my bar. I have to break up the fight. What's going on?
It's a normal Tiny Hawk brawl. That's fine.
Can I roll to be like duking it out in the middle of this?
Sure.
For your own money?
Go ahead and
For
give
my own
me
money, yeah.
Give me 3 strength checks. And the DC, I'll just tell you, is going to be 10 for the first, 15 for the second, and 18 for the third.
So I got 17 to start.
Oh, awesome.
3 for the
One
second.
round.
Okay.
One round.
1 for the third.
Okay, awesome. So you're in this
One
brawl,
round.
you knock 2 or 3 people out, and then some like really big burly orc just come up and uppercuts you through a table. And you're in the middle of this brawl. So the rest of you go off with Gravis, and he's like, what's so important that my bar is getting destroyed and I don't need to be there?
You just met Horatio today, correct?
I don't know if I can answer that question.
How much do you trust him?
Why are you asking?
What happened to the mayor?
You were there, were you not? You saw more
What
than I
happened to
did.
the mayor after we left you?
They took him into custody.
They being
My
the
men
destined. Your men. So he is being held by you and your men.
at the Hero Academy.
And you trust these men you have holding him.
I mean, of course. I trained them myself. They're
And
my
you-
students.
How much do you trust the destined?
Well, I'm the new headmaster, so speaking on behalf of the Hero Academy, I think the destined are a important part of our society.
The mayor was also a destined.
Well, we all wear many hats. I mean, I have a couple of jobs, as you know.
You wear several jorts.
He kind of smiles and he's like, and I make them look good.
We all agree on that, Gravis, obviously.
Obviously, naturally, yes.
We just don't know how much we can trust Horatio. And if anything happens to the mayor tonight in your custody, isn't a different mayor going to be installed, no democratic election occurring?
Well, the way that Yashan appoints leaders in a time of crisis, which it would be if the mayor were to be killed, is they appoint someone that the other officials believe could hold the place in the meantime until a proper election can be held in a time of peace. So it would not be in our best interest if the mayor were to be killed.
But it might be in the destined's best interest.
The Destined are servants of Yashan. I don't believe that they would act against an elected official.
And yet,
Yeah, do I trust it? Do I trust that he believes what he's saying?
So
Out of character, he seems a bit naive
Yeah.
and pragmatist.
you can roll an insight check.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. That is a 23.
Okay, so you have talked to this guy quite a bit, and you feel like Gravis is the kind of person who believes in the system. He, even despite his personal feelings about any of this stuff, like he's going to keep giving you the textbook answer because he believes that the system will prevail in the end and good will prevail because the system is in place.
Gravis, I applaud your commitment to what's good and just in the world. We've traveled a bit more and have seen some of the darker underbellies that this world offers. And not that we don't trust your men, We just don't trust other people. Do you mind if we help keep the mayor secure until the press conference tomorrow? Keep watch.
Well, do you trust me?
Do I trust you are a good person. I've never battled you.
I feel like
so I don't know.
You took a really long time to answer, and now you're giving me kind of a roundabout answer. So I feel like it's just a no. Like you could have just said that, and
I
It's not
trust
a
that
question
you're.
of if we trust you or not. It's a question of if we trust people who are pulling the strings.
well, as the acting headmaster of the Hero Academy, it is my responsibility that the mayor remain safe, and I will take full responsibility if something were to happen to him. I would ask that you trust in me and the system.
I trust you. I don't trust the system, my friend.
Well, let us see if we can compromise. How about when I finish my shift in a few hours, it'll be early morning, we can head to the academy together, and we'll make sure the mayor is safe.
I look at Aria and... Are Aria and Madie with me, or just Aria?
Madie,
Maybe buying Keef a drink.
Oh, right. They're dating. They're on their date.
We're close, right? We're sitting close to you all at the bar, aren't we?
Yeah, but I don't know that you can hear me.
I mean,
There's a huge fight going on.
I think that Madie's probably close enough to be able to hear you. The fight's happening, and it's probably unsafe to be too far away.
Fair. So I look at both of you for, like, is this a good compromise?
I don't know what else we can do. I mean, I don't want to alienate this guy.
So don't want the mayor to die.
I mean, I don't know. I almost killed him earlier. He kind of
All right.
deserves it.
Then we rest for a few hours, and we will go over with you to the academy as soon as your shift is over. Also, you never sleep, dude.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. And he poses heroically with his jorts. Now, if you don't mind, I need to stop this brawl before my bar is completely destroyed.
Fair.
One
Martin,
last thing. Do you know where Horatio might be at a time like this?
Probably in his room. He stays in the hotel, like all the guests in Stone Snarry.
Horatio is a guest in Stone Starry?
Yes, so the Destined, they don't live in the place that they are stationed or assigned to. They only visit periodically. They have an enclave of their own.
Hotel heist. Hotel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Hotel
if we
heist.
have to wait a couple hours anyway, we could catch some sleep, or we could spy on Horatio.
Gravis picks up a big shield from behind his counter and he's like, "Cut out this revelry!" And he jumps into the fight and is starting to break it up. So,
Martin.
Martin,
I have been passed out on the floor from getting my jaw knocked the hell out of. So I'm just like, I believe that brief sleep period has renewed my spell slots. I'm just like, yes, huh? What? Did I win?
No. Oh boy, no.
so you all are.
I take the wood. I take the wood camouflage suit out of my pocket, and I just kind of crawl out of the building alongside y'all.
Awesome. So you all leave, and would you like to? So you can take a long rest, and you can wait until the morning to meet up with Gravis, or you can do whatever else you like.
Heist.
Heist.
Okay, awesome.
So, I hear him in chant heist.
As you're leaving the bar, Keef looks at you, Madie, and he's like, "This has been the best first date I've ever had, and I think that it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna head back home. But I really hope I can see you again."
I would really like that. I'm glad you came on our adventure. So the only problem with seeing me again is that we're actually leaving tomorrow.
You're leaving? Oh. Well, he takes out like a letter, and in the letter it says, like, it's like an invoice from the Knife Museum, and he's like, well, if you give this to Fee at the store, maybe he can give you some kind of message, or like an animal that we can send messages with, and we can keep in touch. It's still in the house.
That would be amazing. Can you hang on for just 1 second? I take the thing, and I circle up with my friends. I'm like, just one second. Okay, guys.
Yeah. Did you kiss him?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay.
No, y'all were just standing there. We didn't have a minute. Okay. So, what do you think about inviting Keef to come with us to go get Wen's dad?
He's got a giant axe, and he's got family money, which I am predisposed towards.
He's got a small suit.
He does have a tiny suit, big muscles. He also, like, he's, like, very handy to have around. Like, he's very nice, and, like, he's helpful. He can carry stuff. I don't, you know, he, like, knows things. He got me this awesome cloak with, like, just, like, nothing. So, like, so what do y'all think? Like, I didn't invite him because I wanted to talk to the group first. I think I really like him, though.
That is a decision, in my opinion, between you and him. Obviously, if you want to bring your boyfriend with us and we all sort of like him, fine. I don't see why that would be a problem.
I think I approve.
Fine. I no longer think he will murder you.
I mean, he might. We literally have known him less than 24 hours.
I mean, that's true, and I did buy a blue outfit in case I found a blue guy. So, like, we could just roll the dice and see who else I meet. So do we want to, like, try to go steady with Keef? Or roll the dice and see if I can meet somebody else? I mean, metaphorically, obviously, there are no dice here, right?
Long-distance Keef relationship seems like it would be hard to maintain.
Well, I am going to get a carrier animal out of it.
You know we aren't going to date him, right? Like, this isn't... We went on a group date, but
No.
Martin might try to date Keith. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Martin might like him.
I consider the group, I think, in terms of the collective. And collectively, we like Keith.
Now, are you saying Keith or Keef?
He's saying Keith.
I don't know what his name actually is, so I just kind of interchange them sometimes.
Great.
It's Keef with an F at the end.
Okay.
He told me
With
it's
a
short
K.
for Kiefer.
Oh! See, I think if Win and Aria approve, we can bring him along.
But he has to adhere to all of our rules.
I go back over to Keef, and I take him by the hands, and I say, okay, this might seem fast, but I really like you. You've proven yourself to be very valuable and helpful. I think there's potential here with us. Would you want to come with us?
Oh, I've never left Stone Snarry before. Do I have to decide right now?
Well, we're going tomorrow, so which is kind of almost today. But we have a little bit of time. Do you want to go home and sleep on it, and we can meet tomorrow and see?
Yeah. Why don't I get back to you in the morning?
Okay, I have one thing that might impact your decision. And I reach up and I kiss him real good.
You and Keith share a very passionate, loving kiss and embrace. And then as you release, he looks like really shocked, and he's like, oh, this is going to be a hard choice. I'll see you tomorrow. And he like stumbles away.
As he's stumbling away, I'd like to just kind of walk up and he's got still his tuxedo on, right?
Yeah, it's a little ripped from the activities of the day. Yeah.
I take a couple of coins, I tuck it into his breast pocket, and I pat it very meaningfully, and I say, "And that's from me." And I continue to lock eyes with him as I walk backwards towards the group and join them for sleep.
As you walk away, he kind of takes it out and like gives it to somebody on the street and then walks away. So after you all finish your business with Gravis, then you have the option to either do the hotel heist that you wanted to do, or you can rest and see what happens in the morning. So you said you wanted to do the hotel heist. Is that still true?
Is anyone else like good at sneaking around, or is it just me?
What's your stealth?
I'm not great, but I'm not terrible. I just have a -1. It could be worse.
So I have a +4 in stealth, but like I'm a rogue, so like she's done a lot of sneaky nonsense. So I didn't know. I don't necessarily want to take like the whole party with me. I think if Madie and Martin are like having their headlock to heart about who Keef likes more,
we just sneak off.
Yeah, I think Aria and I would just sort of let them do this business in the street, and like I think go to like listen at the door of various rooms in the, because we're staying there, so it wouldn't be weird.
Yeah,
Couldn't you also ask the hotel owner about where Horatio's staying?
Yeah, but I don't want
a paper trail.
Yeah,
So-
a verbal trail.
So Stone Star isn't a big city, and a diplomat like Horatio is going to be in like an executive suite or something like that. So you all know just from staying there that there is a room that's usually guarded, and you can infer that that's where he's staying.
Is it like on the same floor we're on?
No, it is not. And there is one guard outside at the moment once you arrive there.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing light armor, and he has a cape, and the cape is the same color and style as Horatio's was. So it's got a serrated collar and serrated ends on it, and he has a destined pin on his armor.
Ooh, but we also have pins.
That you do. You have.
Do you think
a
we
lot
can
of
like
them.
bluff our way into the room?
You can most certainly try.
Yeah, do we want to do a distraction, or do we want to pretend we're relieving him for the night, or...
So I have a very low deception. I could definitely try to distract, though.
Can you sneaky fly up to the window from the outside and see if you can see in?
Ooh, I like that. Let's give that a shot. What stat are we rolling here?
So you're trying to stealth to the window. So give me a stealth check, please.
5.
Awesome. So you fly around to the window, and there isn't a ledge or anything for you to land on. So you have to continuously like swoop past it. So you, as you do that, you see that you're starting to get his attention because you're passing by the window so much.
Did I see anything?
It looked like he was at a table in his room writing something.
Cool. I'll land and tell when.
Okay.
I saw very little, but I did see that he's in the room and he's writing something.
So he
He
is...
also might be looking for a bird prison now. Sure, he's out.
So he saw you.
Maybe.
Okay. So there's a guard at the front door. He knows to look for you now, but
Well, no, Horatio saw me, but not the guard, correct? Because the guard's outside.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Horatio is suspicious. He didn't see you.
Oh, okay. He saw like movement.
He saw
You
window
think?
movement, yes.
Okay. He is in there though. Although I don't think that he himself is going to be the one to go murder Alistair. I don't know if we can sneak in there while he's so obviously in there, though. I was kind of hoping he was going to go murder Alistair. We could go in there and steal a bunch of shit.
Or that he was sleeping because it's like 2 a.m., but, whatever.
He's burning the midnight oil.
He's burning the candle at both ends.
I feel like we've got to have some chance to get Horatio and his guard to leave the room.
Well, we don't want to use fire, correct?
Did you join us? We're like now outside the hotel and you like walked up to us.
Oh, sorry.
At this point, it's like early morning. So you get the feeling that you should return to your rooms and call it a night. So as you all disperse and go to your separate rooms, yeah. So as you all disperse and go to your separate rooms, can each of you give me a perception check?
$21.
Awesome.
3.
Awesome.
15.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Aria, you said you got a 15? Okay, cool. So Aria and Wynn, you notice, and you're woken up by a lot of screaming. You hear people outside screaming and you smell smoke. Martin and Madie, you are sound asleep and you don't notice this.
I wake up, smell the smoke, and I just shout, Martin!
So
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you're awoken, and so what do you all do? You smell smoke. You hear people screaming outside.
I look out the window. Is the fire coming from our building or somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm running to the hallway.
So from the hotel, you can see. Oh wow! You can see the general store from your window, and the general store is on fire.
Oh shoot!
And you see people in the street running and screaming.
Okay, yeah, I throw on my clothes as fast as possible, and I head out the door.
Awesome. And
I'll bang on Madie's door as I run by.
Does that wake me up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I wake up, I throw on some clothes, and I open the door. What's going on?
Fire!
Uh-oh. Okay, so I throw some shoes on and follow them out.
Awesome. So you all head outside and you rush into the street. And when you do, you see that not only is the general store on fire, but the Oasis Tavern is also on fire. The blacksmith is on fire. And there is a army of red demons with giant wings, and they have these long staffs, and they're in full plate armor, and they're marching through the streets, and you see some of the students fighting them off, and the demons are pushing them back and making their way through the city. And you can also see overhead that there are some. There's a really black, dark dragon that's flying, and that's what's lighting the buildings on fire. And the dragon comes crashing down and lands in front of you. And the half dragon that you met jumps off of its back, and she pulls her greatsword from her back, and she looks at you all and says, she speaks in common this time, and she says, you have forsaken the destined name, and you shall die like the pretender. And her and the dragon use their breath weapon and ignite the hotel, and it starts to burn. You can see that the winged demons, there's probably at least 40 of them marching through the city, and some of them start to come out of the alleyways as you all are outside.
Can we see the knife museum from here?
You cannot. It's farther down the street past the Oasis, so you would have to get past the armor.
I give Madie a look of concern, considering huge step of vulnerability was made last night. And turning my eyes to this current site, these people, even the demons, have destined brooch pins.
So no, you see that none of them are wearing Destin's pins, and as you all are analyzing the situation, the half dragon with the great sword, she looks at you and she says, "Death comes for us all," and the army starts to close in on you. And before it does, Horatio comes bursting out of the door and says, "Hurry to me!" And he opens a portal.
I mean, yeah.
I guess.
Do you go through the portal?
Of course we go through the portal. What else are we gonna do?
It's
Run
portal
through
or
the
death.
portal with Michael 1 and Michael 2.
Aw, I
Awesome.
feel bad for Stone Snurry.
Oh, where's Tony?
So you see behind the dragon over near where the mayor's house is, Tony's over there, and there are some soldiers closing in on Tony.
Oh, you guys, we can't leave Tony.
This is true.
I look at the half dragon and I go, "Look over there, the pretender."
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh no. Oh, that was a natural 20. Oh, but the other one is a 12 plus 7, so 19.
Okay, so you say the pretender, and she's like, "Where?" And she turns away for a moment, and
I whistle for Tony.
you whistle for Tony, and Tony rushes over, and you are able to jump on his back if you want, Madie.
Okay, I jump on his back. Are we going through the hole?
We're going
It's
through the
hole
hole.
or death.
All right.
So as you all start to run through the portal, you can see,
Should we help? I feel bad.
Horatio is holding the portal open, and as you go through, you see he clenches his fist to close it as the half dragon impales him through the chest, and you all barely escape, and you're teleported to somewhere safe. And that's where we're gonna end for this week. Stone Snarry has fallen, but thankfully our heroes were able to escape. What kind of political track
about
has
all
been
of these
sprung?
people.
Okay, I don't want it to be dead.
There's,
I'm so confused.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You'll have to tune in next time to find out. Thank you so much for watching.